I wanted a backup camera solution for my SL55. They are older models, so right here the head unit is not capable of doing the backup camera, and if it does, I'm not aware of it. I am going to eventually change this to an Android unit, and then I'll be able to actually have a monitor here, but I didn't want to set up something and clutter up the dashboard with an extra monitor. So for me, I found this Wi-Fi camera that connects, and you can just view it on your phone. You just have to connect and it's good to go. I do still have to plug it in, which means I will have to make a hole back here and run this cable in order to give it power. We do have a 12-volt cigarette adapter on the back of the SL, which I think I'm just going to use this for now for the cleaner feel. The cable has to come in and run down probably here where the hydraulics run, and bring it down and end it over here to plug in. So let's see what we can do about opening this part up. That way when I make the hole, I can run the cable from right here. There's a good chance I will have to open the rest of this up as well, but let's see what happens. So yeah, these look like they just pop right out. Put them aside. There we go. And this is perfect. Looks like we can reach right here, and I think I'll have to undo this because I'm going to run the cable down here. There we go. And now this should open up a little bit more. This is probably all I need. Let's see, this is a little... Yeah, so this is a little removable tack thing, and that as well. Okay, so that should be good. So what I have to figure out now is where the hole goes. So yeah, very close to where it is. I'm gonna push a little bit to the left. In order to see more about where the line's coming out, I think I'm better off just undoing both sides of these and really move the cover a bit. Yeah, so now I can definitely see. Looks like I have to go further in. So I made the initial hole that is right there. You do have to be careful because there's definitely some stuff under it, but you can cut through it. Now I gotta go ahead and make this a bit wider, and let's see what this takes. It's gonna be this. You can see that you got to be careful not to go too far. There we go. I think we're in. Yeah, I just gotta. There we go. And it's in. And the antenna, I'm gonna go ahead and push that in as well. I don't think we'll need this. Making the hole right next to where the screw goes was a mistake on my part, because now the license plate and the cover will not be able to go up. What you should do is make this hole about 3/4 of an inch higher and you'll be fine. In my case, I have to cut into the frame a bit, and I'm gonna test it. If this works, I'll do the same with the license plate and I'll be good to go, which it works fine, but totally unnecessary. All you have to do is just make sure that you make the hole about 3/4 of an inch higher, and you won't have to go through this part of it. Okay, that's safely in place. Now I can run the rest of the cables. So actually, to keep this along with these lines here, I'll take it from right here. Yeah, we can start zip tying these in. By the way, I've already tested the system when I first got it and made sure that it's working before I go through the trouble of doing all this. It would probably be a good idea you guys do that as well. If you get this before you install it and realize that you have to send it back if it's not working. Zip tie on either side of that so it doesn't come loose, so I don't have to open this back up. Like I can go in here for this part. Because this is a convertible, once you run the cable all the way to here, I think it's a good idea to just close the trunk at this point and open the roof up halfway just to see where this goes so the cable doesn't get cut. I'm gonna open it up until that's open and stop it before the roof opens, because you don't want it to be halfway open and it will lose pressure at some point and fall back, and it can damage either you or something else. So make sure this part of the roof doesn't open and just this back part opens, and that's enough. For this part, I think I can just run it through the existing zip ties that the car has. So I think if we open this, we can just bring it out from right underneath. All right, so cable is good coming out from here, and I'll do the connection afterwards. In case you can't see it on the video, it does tell you negative and positive right here on it. These are good. Just to be safe, I think I will use some electric tape on top of this. Once you have the camera on, you still have access to opening your trunk, so that's not a problem. But if you do want to use your key for any reason to open this up and do some work, you're gonna have to take the frame off. So that's just something to be aware of. So good thing about it is that there's less wiring. You don't have to run a wire all the way from the back to the front. One of the negative things is it relies on a Wi-Fi network, which the camera actually provides. But if you want to watch it on your phone, normally when I'm at home, I'm connected to my home Wi-Fi network. So when I get in the car, if I want to use the backup camera, I have to actually switch to that Wi-Fi network that turns on when the car turns on. So that's a negative thing, but that is going to go away once I have the new head unit in. It will only be connected to the Wi-Fi for the backup camera, so that won't be an issue anymore. It will just be ready to go anytime I want.